The Chinese manufacturers woke up and chose total violence today.
It ain't no way we been getting finessed like this, y'all. And China just exposed it all.
The whole time I've been getting my stuff from China.
You really think I'm finna pay $2,000 for this?
So the gag is these big luxury brands are a big scam. I'm thinking that y'all getting stuff from Italy and everything, but it's really originally made in China.
Watching American people get on this app and realize everything that they know about China is a lie.
Okay, let's talk about the tea behind these designer bags that you love so much, because apparently the bags that you've been paying thousands for might just be manufactured in the same factory as your Amazon tote, just with a different label slapped on it. I don't know. I'm just a messenger, y'all. So let's talk about it. So I woke up yesterday and I was on TikTok and the girls were in a frenzy. I don't know what's going on with the well, actually I do know what's going on with the Chinese. Trump, y'all, the orange man, increased tariffs on all importing goods, including China. So at the beginning of April, he increased the tariffs to about 54%. And then China was just like, we're not playing checkers, we're playing chess. So they imposed levies of 34% on all US goods, then to 84%. And then just this last Saturday, it got passed at 125%. They are not playing any games.
As we know, President Donald Trump raising tariffs on China to now 125%. And then we are also learning today, and it actually goes into effect today, that China is imposing the 84% tariffs on U.S. American goods. Well, if you take a look at your screen, these are the top 10 U.S. exports to China. We have soybeans, aircraft and parts, pharmaceuticals, semiconductors, industrial machines, crude oil, liquid natural gas, plastic materials, cars, new and used, and then medicinal equipment. What does this mean? Many people don't realize, Samir, the everyday goods and services that go between the U.S. and China.
Playing any games, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into some of these videos that I've been watching on TikTok, and at the end I'll give y'all my input and how I personally feel about it. Well, actually, let me just say it in the beginning, honestly, this is more about trust and integrity to me, because a lot of these luxury brands are saying that this stuff is implemented and made in Europe and France and Italy, so that's why it costs so much, because of the quality and the wood and the craftsmanship. But in all actuality, y'all, these items were made in China, and this was actually exposed a few years ago. So this is nothing new to me. I don't buy luxury items for the name. I buy it because I genuinely like it. So I'm still gonna buy stuff. But to be honest, now instead of buying something in the store, I might think twice about it. I recently just came back from Japan and I bought a few secondhand items. So I would never probably pay 100% for the item just because I know what I know now, or I would just say I'm more cognitive about what I spend my money on now. But I'm not gonna lie, this is nothing new. It's just being confirmed. I feel like a lot of people already knew this is what a lot of these luxury brands were doing, but they still bought it because one, they had the money to, and then two, they care more about status rather than the quality or the craftsmanship of the material. So we're gonna go ahead and see what TikTok is saying. But actually first, let me go ahead and show y'all the first video about a man called Bag, which now his TikTok has been deleted. Thank God I saved this video before his TikTok was deleted, but he basically exposed everything.
Do you recognize this style, this bag? Of course you do. For the past more than 30 years, we have been the OEM factory for most of the luxury brands around the world. Gucci, Prada, Coach, Louis Vuitton, you name it. But for this, I am not proud, because we were only making our wages. The profit margin for the people who are actually making the bags are very low. What I'm really proud of is that first, we have the best quality control. Two, we have the best craftsmanship. You know, Chinese craftsmen are always intelligent and diligent. Three, we have the most complete supply chain. We always get what we want, like zippers, accessories of any kind, any color, and leathers immediately. Now, as the USA and its little European brothers are trying to refuse Chinese goods, don't you think luxury brands are not trying to move their OEM out of China? Yes, they did, but they failed, because the OEM factories out of China, they don't have good quality control and they don't have as good craftsmanship. Their workers are either too expensive or too lazy. Three, they don't have any supply chain. They always have trouble getting leather or zippers or any accessories. That is why they failed, and that is why we will always be the best OEM factory for luxury brands. Why don't you just contact us and buy from us? You won't believe the prices we give you.
Okay, y'all. So that was the first video that he put out, and he exposed that most of the luxury items that you're getting and you're paying 100% tax on these items are from China, indeed. And then he even posed in front of the items. Like, y'all can't tell me that was not a Hermes bag. That man was standing directly in front of them Hermes bags, Chanel bags. All of those bags look identical.
In China, factories like this kind, labor intensive or rather worker intensive, are very rare to see now. Because one, the human resource cost is getting higher and higher. Two, many enterprises are switching to automated production line. But why we are still keeping such a big force of workers? Because first, our profit margin is very good, actually. So we are able to support them. And second, our factories all have 20 to 30 years experiences. The bags made by their hands are of better quality than those made in machinery. That is why. So if you are interested in bags, contact me. You will love the quality and you will love the price. It's curious that some of my customers, even after they have already paid, they still keep asking me and confirming with me that the bag we ship out to them are of the same quality with the bags I present in my videos. I guess it's because they have been cheated by those bag makers from other countries, where bag makers present the best quality bags in their videos while the real bags the customers receive are of bad quality. And what's worse, they can never get their money back because they're on the other side of the planet. But don't worry, this shit will never happen with me. Because remember, I told you Chinese people treasure trust the most. And I am a noble businessman. Making money is my job. But I want to do that job for a lifelong time.
So the next time you think you're finna go into a Hermes, or however you say that shit, LV store, and get one of them bags, just remember China just came out and said that they've been making the bags for the U.S. Huh? What? Not the designer. Not the designer that these young people be selling their soul, their integrity, and their morals for. So you mean to tell me the bags that they overcharging in the U.S. stores like LV, Prada, Gucci, Christian Dior? Remember that shit came out just a few years ago. Yeah, them bags been made in China by the same people. By the same people. People that paid these prices. Are y'all okay right now?
Yes, I feel like a lot of people did in fact know, but they don't care because they're buying it for a status quo. They're buying it for the name. They're not buying it for the quality. I feel like people that's going to go ahead and support him and cut out the middleman and buy directly from these Chinese vendors, those are people that just want the bag. They don't care about the label. I feel like if you don't care about the label and you really just authentically, genuinely like the bag, okay, go ahead and purchase it from them because it's not going to have the label on it. But that's not the reason why people buy luxury. So I still feel like luxury brands, they're still going to thrive and people are still going to buy a $5,000, $10,000 bag, although they know that it probably took $40 to make the bag. Why? Because they're paying for the name. So initially, a lot of African designers are coming out as well, saying that the leather and the material, they're buying it or they're shipping it from African countries, shipping it over to China. And then China, they're making these bags, they're manufacturing the bags, and then they're shipping it over to Europe to put the label on there. That's what you're paying for. You're paying for the middleman. You're paying for the label. You're paying for them to put made in Italy. You're paying for them to put that it was made in France. That's what you're paying for. You're not paying for the quality, because apparently, and I'm just saying apparently because I don't want to get sued, but apparently the quality is the same, y'all. I cannot tell you because I have not purchased any DH-gate bags or any dupe pads. I have bought bags from like Shein, and you know Shein and Opali and Fashion Nova. A lot of these companies, they're basically just dupes of these bags, but they don't pose as the actual bag. Some of these replica bags, they look identical to the original, but the only thing they're missing is the label. In my personal opinion, I have not been able to find a dupe, a quote-unquote dupe with the same quality, so I cannot vouch from that. But if you ever purchase off any of these websites directly from China and these vendors, and the quality is what and what, let me know, because I wouldn't be opposed to buying something if I like it and the quality is there. But let's go ahead and get into more of these TikToks.
For everybody that used to be mad at the girlies doing their DH gate hauls, to the front, to the front, to the front, to the front. Listen, China been on TikTok exposing your favorite brands. All the Lulu girls with the Lulu on your butt, to the front. I've seen so many videos of these girls that be spending thousands of dollars, mad at girls that spend a good little $50, $60, $100 here and there for the exact same bag. And some of y'all be like, I can tell immediately. Can you? Can you? I'm sure even in the worlds of fakes, there are levels to this shit, right? But for years, we all know Nike has sweatshops. All of these other companies, they have sweatshops. And where do y'all think the sweatshops are? Y'all talking shit about Shein, but it's the same fucking quality as Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton. Same factory. We've been saying it for years. It's coming from the same manufacturers. It's coming from the same manufacturers. And y'all are like, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. This is made in France. It's made in Beijing. They just take it over there right before it's finished, and they slap a little finishing touches on it and say, made in France. And y'all shell out thousands of dollars. And hey. Once again, I'm not against buying what you want, but this goes down to let people buy what they want. If someone wants the look of something, even if they like the look of the fucking logo and they said, but I ain't paying $12,000 for it, because it's not worth $12,000. Sometimes I just want y'all to admit that y'all just like the name. Y'all just want the brand. Y'all just want people to think that you have money. You don't want it because it looks good, because a lot of times, a lot of y'all be throwing on designer from head to toe and look a fucking mess. Look a mess. Look a mess. Oh, you know how much this fit worth? I don't care. It look like shit. It look like shit. And I swear, sometimes I feel like these designers be doing this shit on purpose. They're like, look, we finna make the ugliest fucking outfit called $5,000. Watch, they gonna buy it. And y'all buy it. And y'all literally buy it. When Kanye dropped his hobo collection, y'all was, oh my God, this is so futuristic and amazing. Post-apocalyptic fashions. Y'all talk shit about people that wearing Skechers, but y'all got on them big ass, bulky ass, fucking Bottega shoes, walking around looking clunky with skinny jeans on, and they have the nerve to talk about, man, you know how much this I put that shit on. China said, since y'all bitches want to play with us, we finna expose you hoes. DJ T done fucked up everybody. Like, all of these companies finna be hot. I know all of these fucking luxury brands is in a group chat right now. Like, get this bitch out of here. Get him out of here. He is fucking it up for everybody. And China also said, by the way, we're going to make it easy for you to get a visa to come over here for 10 days. And you can just come buy this shit tax-free. No tariff. Not for you, baby. Not for you, baby. They haggling like, I don't know if you've ever been to China. Well, I've never been to mainland China. I've only been to Hong Kong. But I'm sure it's, relatively same type of culture. And this is the haggling they be giving you. Like, listen, tariff. No tariff for you. No tariff for you, pretty girl. No tariff for you. Okay? Don't even worry about it. Just come buy the bag. Come buy the bag. Listen, I've been... Okay, what's the street called? I don't know. I can't remember because I haven't been there. But there's this alley where they have all the designer stuff in Hong Kong. All my Navy people know what I'm talking about. All my Navy people know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
The bag is valued at, or whatever you think is valued at, not the price that they put it. Because if no one's talking about Gucci, Prada, whatever, like if no one's talking about these bags anymore, then they would not be valued. Like, if we can literally make whoever we want popular, or we can make whatever we want a luxury brand. If I come out with a bag tomorrow and everybody's talking about it and it's going viral and everyone's saying, oh, I will pay whatever the price it is for this bag, then that's how much it's valued at. The price that you're willing to pay is the value of the bag. If you're not willing to pay that, then eventually the value of the bag is going to go down. Just like the Macari bags are now at $2,000, $3,000, but just last year they were at $600. Why? Because it's an old bag. It's a vintage bag. Nobody was talking about it.
It ain't no way we been getting finessed like this, y'all. And China just exposed it all. So boom, Americans out here dropping 800, 1200, and even 4,000 and more on designer clothes, thinking it's all luxury, all high quality clothes, the high end stuff. But China just pulled the curtain back and showed the world that most of the stuff is made in the same factories with material that costs a fraction of the price. So we're talking shoes that cost $30 to make, but it's being sold in US for $700. And we're talking hoodies that cost $10 to make, that's being sold for over $300. And jeans that cost $50 to make, that's being sold for $500 to $1,000. That's not high end. That's robbery. Y'all, and this is the crazy thing. This is not even new. A lot of people just been blind to it. They think it just because it got a fancy label, that means it costs more. In reality, that just means the markups is better. China basically said, here y'all go. Now y'all better act like you know. And now everybody mad. They not mad at China. They mad at the brands that been overpricing this stuff they've been buying. They mad at the brands that they've been worshiping. See a sucker, lick a sucker, no diddy. They seeing now, they were never buying quality. They were buying status. And they finally waking up. All of this happened because of this tariffs. People would have never knew.
Right? I don't even care about the bags, y'all. I just wanted, y'all know I like furniture. I like furniture. I like shoes. I like electronics. Like, if you was able to tell me who y'all got the MacBooks from, the iPhones from, the furniture from, that's what I would be willing to do. Like, I would take a trip over to China today. If I can know that, if I had that vendor, then I would go over there.
Baby, I'm over here screaming. Ignore this. I just got a shower. China is eating our asses up. They're actually, baby, they're eating everybody up. That motherfucker said, step into the light, Caroline. Them bags ain't being made in Italy. They're being made right here in China, being repackaged in Italy, and they're putting that little stamp, made in Italy. He said, does the quality change if you saw made in China? He said, how would you feel if you found out it was made in China? He said, come to me and get the product. China said, y'all gonna go low, we gonna drive y'all to hell. Baby, I just want y'all to know, if y'all see my sisters with some Birkins, they the real Birkins, we went straight to China. Hey, I mean, if I could get them a Birkin for $200, $300, and it's the real spill deal, I don't mind that motherfucker saying made in China. I hope they don't either, bitch. It's gonna be a Merry, Merry Christmas around here. I'm going straight to the dealer. What? Baby, they done cut the middleman. This is like the plug. I ain't got to go to the store no more. I can go to the dealer himself. China. Any Chinese person that see this, that got them, that they was calling replicas, go ahead, hit the DM. Hit the D and the M. I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of y'all for standing on motherfucking business, and I love waking up to the bullshit. I just love it. China, do your thing, baby. Show out and show up, okay? Now, my sisters might not get no Birkins because I don't even care for no shit like that, but yeah, I want some shit. Listen, China, I'm here. I stand. Let's go. Let's ride, baby.
And before I wear a fake Chanel bag, Louis bag, I'm going to go ahead and give me a Kurt Geiger. I'm going to get me a Coach bag. And I might even fuck around and get me a Michael Kors bag. Because y'all would never catch me in nothing fake. No fake earrings, no fake bracelets, no fake shoes, nothing fake designer. It's going to be a no for me. Like, I just don't get it. Like, you already want the real thing because you're buying the dupe, so then why not buy the real thing? Is it like a money thing that because I don't have the money for it? But it's like, why not save up or do something that's going to make you the money so you can be able to get the real thing? Like, I feel like y'all be looking really goofy because the people with the real bags, we can spot out the dupes. We can spot out the fakes, and it's just like, it's cheesy. Y'all don't even get good dupes. And don't get me started on the fake Birkins. Y'all hoes just pop up with a Birkin. Y'all don't show no unboxing. Y'all don't show no receipt. Y'all just, ooh, Birkin. Them Birkins be fake, too. Not gonna hold you, but the Chanel bags, Birkins, those bags are at a high time dupe. Everybody and their mama got them a dupe.
Okay, so
And
I
it's
like
not-
her sentiment here only because I feel like if you're buying the bag just to say that you got the bag and you don't actually like the bag, you're trying to impress the Joneses, but you're not living like that. Like, it doesn't really make sense. But if you have the money, like if you have the capital to do it, but you do not want to invest in it and you would rather just pay for a dupe and you have the money, then so be it. But if you don't have the money and you're just doing it for all the wrong reasons, that's when I think there's the issue. Because even when you're buying a good dupe, y'all, these good dupes could be $300, $400, $500. And I know this because DHgate have reached out to me to do promo for them a couple times, basically to put people on to their website. But I'm not buying a dupe bag unless I know 100% this is the same exact vendor from Chanel. This is Chanel's vendor. This is Louis' vendor. I'm not going to send my money to somebody overseas and get scammed. That's another thing that I see happening in this situation, because Sinbad page has been now deleted. There's been so many pages using his videos, saving his videos, uploading it to their TikTok account, posing as the real Sinbad. A comment underneath that video and someone said, my Chanel looks identical to my Hermes too. Trust me, I go to fancy places and people treat me with respect here in LA while my bag is from DHgate. I love that. See, y'all behind these, y'all purchasing the bag for the wrong reason. People should treat you with respect regardless of what bag you wear. If you're wearing a bag from Shein or if you're wearing a bag from Hermes, I'm going to treat you the same. Y'all think, oh, this person has money just because they have a bag on. Little do you know, this girl just said she got her bag from DHgate. So it's really just a play on the mind. So that's another thing that got me thinking. Why do Asians, like Asians all over the world, they love their brands? Like when I was in Japan, y'all, everybody in a mama had on a Louis bag. They're right there in the same continent as these manufacturers. Why don't they just buy the bags? That's something else that has me thinking, like, are these bags really going to be the same quality? Do y'all really think the manufacturer of, or the vendor of Chanel, Louis, and Dior, do y'all think these people are going to hop on TikTok and expose their biggest clients to y'all? Do y'all think that? That's another thing that has me questioning all of this, because why would they risk their money? I understand that Trump is inflating everything with the tariffs, but at the same time, this is their biggest clientele. Why would they expose that on TikTok if they can afford to buy a $10,000, $5,000 Chanel bag or $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 Hermes bag? Why wouldn't they just go directly to these manufacturers and purchase the bag from them? Why? Because they're buying it for the label. They're buying it for the status quo. They're not buying it because of anything else. So y'all can let me know how y'all feel about this. Y'all can let me know if y'all think it's going to make a difference. I personally think the people that's going to go buy these bags directly from China are people that were never going to step foot or not even clientele of Chanel and Hermes and all these luxury brands. But let me know how y'all feel about it. Do you think it's stupid to spend $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 on a bag, or do you think it's justified, although we know the real quality of the bag and what it takes to make the bag?